So today I wanted to talk about success and how individual it is and the importance of it to have your own individual goal of what success means to you. So I see all this thing like you hustle and you have to be working all the time, and like I just see all this post, like I'm fully booked and this and that, and like I work 7 days a week, and I'm overflowing, and that's amazing and that's a blessing for some people, but that's not the lifestyle that we all want, and that's okay. I know there's a lot of you out there too that decide to do it this way too, was to spend more time at home with your family or to have more free time because you wanted to get away from the 9 to 5 job. And I really got sucked in really quickly into doing those like 10, 12-hour days. And I wasn't really happy. I mean, I loved doing what I do and I was passionate and everything, but I wasn't seeing my kids. Like sometimes I wouldn't come home till like 9, 10, 11, sometimes even 12 at night. And that wasn't really healthy. And now looking back at it, what stirred up this podcast, I was talking to my son and he's like, yeah, I remember when you used to come home sometimes like at 10 or 11, we would never see you. It's just such a hard job, like I know everybody's like, oh, it's just hair, you guys probably just play with it. No, it's actually really labor intensive. If you think about it, you're doing long days on your feet, go. Sometimes you can barely even eat if you're that busy. Like it's just really like intense, like type of day. And your hands, you're getting them hot and cold, and your back, you're bending down, like your posture, like there's just so many things that we forget about as we are working as stylists behind the chair. And I thought that's what success was like. I thought being successful was being like so busy that you have no time for yourself. We all have a different individual feel of what success means to us. So what does it mean to you? Like take like just 10 seconds to think like, what does success mean to me? If you're always saying like, well, when I get that house, or when I make 100,000, or when I become an educator, or when my name is on a billboard, if you're waiting for those when, you'll never be successful, and worse, you'll never be really happy. Because I'll tell you right now, when you reach when that thing happens, you're still the same person, because now it's not enough. Now you need to do something more. And you're always trying to fill this void that's inside of you. And success should be something way more than that. So for me, what's success for me? For me, it's just being able to be more time at home. I decided to go into this industry because I wanted to be more with my family, more with my kids. And I wanted to be able to do a job that I love. And confession time. So last July, I started, I went on my own, and so I've been a little bit over a year. And I decided I was going to do it part-time, and that's why I've been doing it, So I work 3 days behind the chair and a week, and I love it. It's perfect for me. I get to spend time with my family. And, like trying to find your own way of success is individual, and it can be hard at times. And I want to talk a little bit about that, because sometimes you'll see like I have other hairstylist acquaintances. They're working nonstop and go. And while that makes them happy, like always spend time on social media and Instagram and Facebook and all this stuff. Like we need to stop comparing ourselves. And even if you notice like on my social media, I have taken like a 360-degree turn on my social media, because I finally I found my own groove of what success means to me, what I need to focus on. It's a beautiful thing, but to be successful, you do not have to be working 7 days a week. For some people, that is success. Not for me. For me, success is being able to go pick up my kids, be able to go on a run, be able to record my podcast on my couch right now, on my day off. Like that's relaxing to me. That's successful. Being able to wash my laundry and keep my apartment nice and tidy. That's successful. Success comes in different forms for everybody. And it's just so important that you stop comparing yourself, which is so easy to do, on everybody else's type of success. But I was watching this Netflix special, okay? And it was with Bill Gates. And if anybody knows me, I always carry around this tiny little notebook with a pen in my backpack all the time. And a lot of people make fun of me. Like anybody that knows me really well or has hung out with me, and if in a class, you'll see that little notebook with me. The reason I carry that little notebook because I think it's so important to write down your intentions, to manifest it, to throw it out to, the universe or God or whatever you feel out, your energy to get that black. I think it's so important that you throw it out to the universe, and then you're able to get all that stuff in return that you're wishing and wanting to change in your life. And I have a lot of notebooks. I live off notebooks. That's how I write down my ideas, and I have monthly goals, and now I'm actually going down to weekly goals because I feel like I'm more productive. I'm able to accomplish so much more when I put it out to universe weekly. It has been a really big blessing for me. But anyways, I want you to go ahead and just write this down. What does success mean to you? So I don't want you to write down when. No, it's like, for example, success means being able to be home 4 days a week. Okay. Success means being able to have a nanny so I can go, to the gym and get my nails done twice a week. If whatever that means, so just write down what success means to you, but don't use the word when. And I want you to go look over it and plan an intention for yourself as we're ending near the year. Life is short and it's beautiful and it's hard and it has very good and bad times with it. But, at the end of the day, we determine our own life. We have control over what we want to do. All the power to make everything happen in our life is not because of luck. It's not because you work your ass off. It's because what are you willing to put out to the universe that you want? I really do believe that. I know some people believe like, oh, well, that person got lucky. Oh, well, that person works 7 days a week, so I need to work 7 days a week to be, successful. Like, quit comparing yourself to others. Like, you have your own unique, beautiful self that nobody can be like. Nobody. That makes you successful in yourself just by being who you are. When you're true to yourself, and you will live such more of a happiest, joyous life. I've shared so much on my Instagram about my life, and people are like, well, probably Celeste fucking broke or whatever. No. Actually, I have a pretty blessed life. A lot of people think that we're not successful because we don't own a home. And him and I know like what we're up to, and we know that a fucking house does not make us successful. And we really don't fucking care what people think success is. We know we're happy with our life. Well, at least I'm happy with my life. I'm happy with my children and with everything I have. And that for me is successful life. That's all I've ever wanted for myself, has been like just a happy, stable life, with its up and downs. But I just wanted a happy sanctuary in my home, and that's what I have, and that's success to me. So this week, go ahead and write it out, do whatever makes you feel successful. Forget what everybody else, forget about all the noise, and just focus on you, and you'll see how all the amazing opportunities and blessings and all the growth will come from just being true to yourself and determining what success means to you and making success count today, not waiting when something happens. Thank you so much for listening to my podcast. I hope that you found this helpful. If you have any questions, you're always welcome to go ahead and send me a DM at Celeste Stylist on my Instagram or Facebook business page. I hope you guys have a great week. Until next time.